Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. And welcome. It's me, Wingishni Bay, Majenki Clay, Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman, your friendly, freaky ass medicine woman. It's Christiana Carr, Christy Carr, superstar. Yeah, all this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings. Right here too. Thank you. How's it going? It's a hump day. Right? Yeah. It's Wednesday. Yeah. Within Wednesday. Let's go within. And I found something I wanted to share with you because I think I said it last year. I was going to share the vows I wrote to myself. I have more witnesses now. I'm going to redo my vows because this was now 4 years ago, January 25th, 2017. Marriage of the divine male and female within me. Commitments I am in the process of fulfilling to myself. My divine feminine and divine masculine, guided by my elder self. So we had to write these vows at our time. Then we come back and we have witnesses. We had to walk down a little aisle. We all did our little commitments to ourselves. It was beautiful. Anyways, this is what I wrote for my divine, matching my divine feminine. Marrying those energies inside of me. I am committed to letting my divine masculine fire burn and my divine feminine waters flow and blend with each other. I am open to the wisdom of my divine union of love and truth, fire and water in my heart. I now feel the strength of my vulnerability. The more I allow myself to relax in my divine flow, the brighter my fire burns. I accept myself fully, wholly. I am free. I am me. I surrender any lingering false need to be anything else. I am peace. I am love. I am beautiful. In beauty and balance, I walk. That was my vows to myself at my marriage of my divine masculine feminine, coming together to be whole and complete. Look, I remembered my ring. Today, I am enough, just as I am. And so I'm not looking from that love from the outside. It's all within me. All the rest of that is that bonus, right? All the rest of that is that bonus because I'm full and whole and complete in myself, and I share from my wholeness, not from fear of lack or anything. And it's taken me a long time to get to that place. And I slipped back, right? Because sometimes we need to kind of take a step back and look to see, do we want to continue down this way? How is this turning out for us, right? So maybe we need to switch or whatever, right? So it's a practice. Absolutely. But when we come in balance within ourselves, right, that helps, lessens, because I don't need somebody else to make up that other part of me, right? Then we get those complementing energies and not completing energies. So I invite you, maybe do that for yourself. You can take a little time. You don't need witnesses. It's between you and your source and creator. Maybe have a little ceremony for yourself. Maybe just write some commitments to yourselves. We say commitments and not vows or anything. So it's commitments. We're committed because even if we fail at that commitment, we can still recommit ourselves to that, right? I don't know, sometimes commitment be like you're committed in a mental institution, some of these relationships, right? So if your relationships feels like, not commitment, but you're committed, in a nice way. I don't know. Look for yourself. Look at those relationships. Do you put such rules or whatever on your relationship? We need to have boundaries, healthy boundaries. Look at that for you. Have that in yourself, right? That's the only one we can really control. So if we look at that in ourselves, balance those energies in ourselves. We're not going to be looking outside of ourselves for that balance that nobody can really give us. It comes from inside, right? Alrighty then. Let's jump into the daily vibes. Male and female coming together is so divine. Inside. I mean, I'm a firm believer, I do believe in a reincarnation of sorts or whatever, that we come back so many times that yes, sometimes our female spirit is locked into a male body or whatever, so who are we to judge somebody's true feelings inside and then what they're trying to put on the outside to reflect and match how they feel inside? Things have gotten so mixed up in this world, right? Who are we to say? Who are we to say? Let's stop judging others. That's all. It's between them and God anyways, okay? So you know what? That peace within. And if you're somebody that feels trapped in the other, please. There is nothing wrong with you. You're a beautiful being and you belong here. Yes, you do. You deserve to be here. You're worthy of love. Yes. You're worthy to do what brings you that happiness, to match your outsides with your insides. I support you and I love you and I see your whole beautiful divine being. It's up to you, the way you choose to express it. Nobody else. It all comes down to how you feel about yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You're the one that's got to look yourself in the mirror. And if you can do that, right, you know your true self. You know your true self. We're strong as moose, right? Gentle as deer. Strong as moose, gentle as deer. Hey, I just realized they both came up yesterday, didn't they? We had deer, then moose right at the end. Awesome. That's right. You stand firm in who you are. Because you know what? Those who don't like it, hey, eventually that'll come. It'll clear out. Sometimes it's not a loss. Sometimes these things need to be cleared out to gain, what's really going to help lift you and lift others too. That's where it all comes together, when we're all lifting each other. Lifting ourselves and lifting each other. Not bringing ourselves down. We don't get on the floor to get underneath somebody to help them up, right? We stay in our position, having a solid ground so we can help bring them up. We can't drag them up. They're going to be dead weight. They got to be doing something too, right? They're going to be doing something to help themselves up as well. Trisha Yearwood, she can't save them. Has anybody watched that video? That's a beautiful one, and it gives a beautiful illustration. Beautiful illustration. Old video. Trisha Yearwood, she can't save him. There's a scene, I think it's the man's alcoholic or something. Raging river. He falls into the river. Woman's trying to save him. She's on this tree that's fallen over into the river, but the river's rushing, and this branch is tearing away, and she's got kids up on the banks. I think that's how it is. He's heavy, right? She's got a hold of him, but that water is rushing, and it's pulling him, and the longer she hangs on, the more it's pulling her too, and the ripping, and then, she has to make this choice. She can't save him. She has to let him go to save the children. Beautiful. Trisha Yearwood, she can't save him. Look up that video. Maybe if I remember, I'll find a link and I'll just link it right in the description here. So then you can just go right there to look at it. You must. But my mom showed me that. It was my first alcoholic boyfriend. I was 16. And that helped me. That helped me a lot. Because as much as I loved him, it was... he's a lot like this other ex. So, but anyways, I had to recycle that. Anyways, getting that impression so young, being 16, just starting out in love and stuff like that, right? That's what we need to know. It's not our jobs to save anybody, especially when we get in these relationships and we love people. Sometimes they can get comfort in that, or not really comfort, but just doesn't push them out of their things because it's easy. It's where we talk about enabling and things like that, right? Because we make so many excuses for them. They have no reason to grow and expand because, hey, they're getting most of their needs met. There's something deep. There's still emptiness. That's why they keep going, because they're not doing anything for themselves. Because what's that feeling that comes when you achieve something? Remember, it was hard? Something you thought, oh, this is a challenge. This is a challenge. Once you learned it, once you did it, like, whoa, right? What comes out of that? So let's look at that. Let's not shy away from any challenge, because look at how, right? You didn't always know how to walk. You didn't always know how to talk. You didn't always know how to drive a car. You didn't always know how to ride a bike. Whatever, look at these things. That these skills that you don't even have to think about now. But when you first started, it took a lot of focus. Look at that. All right, calling in all of our energies from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. Calling back all of our energies from the south, that's the waters, the emotion, childhood, the innocence. Calling back all of our energies from the west, place of introspection, the woman, earth, physical. Calling back all of our energies from the north. It's the air, the wisdom years, the mental. We walk a red road. Our earth walk goes from south. Where, hey, we're a reflection. We think we're a reflection of our parents. We think we're an extension of our parents. It takes us a while then to figure out that, oh, we're this separate being. Wow. Oh, a separate being. But yet we're still part. We're still carry their DNAs. They're still part of us. We're still part of them. It's the same with our source, with our creator. Creator's still part of us. We're still part of Creator. We're still part of each other. But as we get up into those wisdom years, we start to see that. We see that interconnectedness of everything that we've done. And we go, that internal timing. Internal timing. Like even in our biology, that growing, things start to grow at certain times. You know, the heart and the central nervous system develops first in that baby. As we go through the stages, right? We got to go transition from the liquid foods to the solid foods, and our teeth are growing in. This is all set up on a timing. There is nothing really random in this universe. It's all like timed, right? Right? So let's follow that. Tap into that internal timing. And what is that? What have you been designed to do? And maybe now's your time, right? Maybe you haven't really stepped up and really shone your light because it wasn't time for you yet, right? Maybe now's your time. Maybe that time's coming. Well, tune in. Okay, Creator, guide me. When is it my time? Give me clear vision, right? Give me that clear, whatever. Whatever. East to west, blue road of spirit, right? And we can tap into that blue road of spirit because they'll know that timing too. They're helping to guide us, to keep us on time. Maybe. Right? And that's the victory. When we tap into that spirit, we see, okay, I'm not alone. I can always talk to you. That's the free will. They don't step in. They don't step in and overrule our free will. And you're talking that spirit because you can ask them, are you of the light? That's how you know. They have to answer. And you'll feel that love. So that's that victory. And look at all the little victories you've had in your life here. Just to be born. What a victory that is, right? That little sperm got into that ovum and, oh, here you are. East to west, blue road of spirit. That's the dream time. That's the unlimited vision. When we return to that spirit, we see that unlimited vision, the unlimited potential of all that we can be. But if we can tap into that now, into that source, then we're going to be living that on this earth because that's our purpose. To live that fullest expression of the divine that we are. Above, below, and within. My firstborn's birthday is tomorrow. It's also my rebirth day. That's the day I went on the couch in the trauma recovery program and was taken right back to the womb. Yes, I say in abusive relationships, a lot of times it doesn't start till after marriage or there's a birth. There's some kind of an ownership when they think that they own you. And that's what was, when I was born, was whispered in my mama's ear, you could never leave me now. Taken back to that trauma recovery program, I remembered that and that fear. Feeling that right from my mother, so intense but not understanding. I wanted to go back in. Or making it my mission to my mother's happiness. It was my mission. To give back to my mother. Because she gave me life. So I've lived my life to try and give back. And gratitude for every little thing. Because maybe that was something innate. Because the more I was thankful, the more I showed that, the more positive stuff came out of that. You know what I mean? Maybe because I didn't get much, that it seemed so much just when I got noticed and got any kind of recognition, I guess, for me and who I was. Didn't take much. Yeah! I'm easy to please. I'm so easy to please. I'm very excitable. Right? I don't get upset very easily. Because I don't take things personally. Now, you've seen a lot. This is extreme for me because, well, hey, when you're feeling attacked, and by the ones that you love, by the ones that you were there for, by the ones that said such beautiful things to your face, and then you see it does that, right, okay. And that's okay. All of our feelings are okay. Let them flow. Let them go. They'll help you grow. That was going through all of our feelings. Feel. To heal, you gotta feel your emotions. Some are as deep as the oceans, and they ebb and flow. But some are like the rivers, and they come and they go. I know, I'm trying to tweak that, eh? That's something that came to in my head yesterday. The oceans, and I'm a water sign, tapping into that flow, right? And some emotions, right, they go deep, like when you're grieving, and sometimes that joy, those are deep. That's like the ocean. They're always there. Joys and sadness, it's there. And they ebb and flow in their times, right? And when I thought of that river, sometimes there's those fleeting feelings that come, right? It's like that river, they go. Maybe they get caught up sometimes and in that storm and in those rapids, right? And that could be excitement too, because excitement can look like chaos and have the same effects in your bodies, right? There's good stress and there's bad stress. Have those same effects in those bodies, but will send out a different chemical. Either cortisol or dopamine, something like that. Either way, above, below, and within. Offering of love. This is the time. Have you offered your cup of love or their bowl of love? And who are you offering that to? To you, to your source. Look at all the love the source is offering to you. All we need is to open up and receive. Open up and receive. See, we're always filled so we can give. Right? That female energy is that receiving energy. So are we receiving or do we just keep giving? We need to have that balance. We need to have balance. Find it within yourself. Share it around. But each have to do it within themselves. I can't find that balance in you. I can't bring you inner peace because, what is it? It's inner peace. It happens on the inner realms. Inside of you. The only one that can get in there with you is who? Who can do? Right? Spirit. Source. That's a who. Goodness gracious. I just want you to see this nice and close here. Maybe this will work. Maybe I can do something with that, huh? Let me see. My little slices in there. That could work. Offering your cup of love. How about that? Let's see. I'm going to do this. I put two things under. Ooh, maybe. Ooh. Oh, I am so smart. SMRT. Weirdo. We're offering that love. Now's the time to offer that love. What do you have to offer? It's not about what can you get. What do you have to offer? All your life till now, all these lessons you've learned, what do you have to offer? Offer from that full cup of love. Offer, and not to get something. We're offering because I can. I'm offering this love because I have ample supplies. I know I'm always filled up. I'm offering it from that place of love and not of fear. Okay, well, let's see. Wow. Let's get a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper. Find out what's inside. Gonna dig a little deeper. Find your light and shine it bright. That's right. Here we go, and we bring in, we dig that little deeper. We come that wholeness achieved, that unity and wholeness achieved. When we're full in ourselves, that's when we can offer our love to somebody else, right? And we don't push that on there either. They're open up to receive. And that's the thing too. My love is unconditional. It's not conditioned on whether you love me too. I can love you without you loving me. Oh yeah. I've done that my whole life. Basically. Feels like it, but I'm not going to stop loving because that says something about me. I'm going to bring myself and I'm going to be whole in myself so that I'm not looking for somebody else to completely me. So I'm not putting what I need to do for myself on somebody else and making that their job. Know what I'm saying? Because my inside work is nobody's job but mine, right? And being loyal to that, to bringing and being whole in myself. Being loyal to that source. Being loyal to love and not fear. Because that which we are loyal to, we are devoted to, and we will serve. So bring that wholeness, that whole being. No, not being divided. We cannot live in two worlds. We're in one. Even though we come from two worlds. Do we? It's all part of the same one. I don't know, what is that for you? So bring it all together, and you need to be whole inside, and then offer from that full cup. Offer from that wholeness of who you are, from your whole being. When you're in touch with that divine source inside of you. And it's all there. All of us, no exceptions. No exception. I love that light coming in. Look at spirit coming in the window. Hey, shining a light. And it kind of looks like this. Kind of looks this one. Look at how that's the lines in that. Look at the lines coming in there. Right, I got an angel sitting over here too. Whoa. Okay, so we're reflecting before we offer because we need to fill up. So let's get into, we might have this little whatever. This is the way we do. This is the way we do. And that one's jumping right out, but that just got pulled out with that other one. Yeah, it's feeling warm. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're reflecting in here. That storytelling. What are the stories we're telling ourselves? We're creating that expansion in our lives. We're saying we're always going to be lonely, so why do I even bother? Why even try? Right? Act as if. Give yourself what you want from that divine partner. That's that same thing. I'm committing to letting my divine fiber. So my divine masculine is going to take care of my divine feminine. And then when we come in those partners, right? And then my masculine will take care of my partner's feminine, right? My partner's feminine will nurture my masculine, right? My feminine will nurture their masculine, right? And their masculine protects my feminine. What are the stories? What are the stories you tell yourself about your love life, about what you deserve, about what you're worthy of, and in your friendships and all that? Do they help you expand? Do your friendships keep you contracted, or is it about possession? Do you tell yourself we can only have one bestest friend or anything like that, right? Do we cling to relationships when they've kind of run their course and we've learned as much as we can, that the longer we stay in them, we're going to start contracting instead of expanding? Let's reflect on that for yourself. Impatience. Are you in such a hurry that you try and rush it, right? Are you in such a hurry to get this? Oh, I need to be married. I need to this, that you're trying to make it happen with that one right in front of you when maybe that's not the one. Is there only one for each of us? Let's have that patience, okay? Do your stories tell yourself help you to get out there and explore and expand in your own self, be fully holy, you know? Let your spirit flow to every corner of your body and just take up all this space inside here. Because this is ours. This is our home here. What is that you're telling yourself? Are you patient? Are you patient? Or are you somebody that's like lonely? So you're just offering your cup of love to anybody that'll take it, you know? And you think that, oh no, because I'm limited. I'm limited. You know, so I can only go for those that are going for me, and sometimes they might be the ones taking advantage of you. No. Do you think that, oh my gosh, I can't, if I get out of this relationship, it might be not so healthy or whatever. You know, it's healthier than this one, whatever, but do we keep ourselves in that? Because we think, oh, if I break up here, that's it, I'll never have another chance. Or is that person telling you, oh, you'll never find better than me, or blah, 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 blah. Whoo! Reflect on the stories you've told yourself, your own relationships, friendships, whatever that is, reflect on that. Are you patient in your relationships, or you try to make stuff happen in your relationships? Do you force your cup of love or offer your cup of love for that person to receive, or to say, no, that's not what I need? What do you do? Let's look at what we do inside. What do we do? Or is it what could we do? What do we do? Right, we show respect to our sacred space. When we respect our bodies and we're in love, we know that we're worthy and deserving of love. So we're not just going to go take it just because, oh, it feels like this is the only one that's offered. You know, we're not going to keep looking over here at all that we've lost and not even see when an offer is coming in. When we respect our sacred space, we respect that of others. We're not going to push ourselves on others, and we're going to be able to put down boundaries of when others are pushing themselves onto us, or their beliefs or opinions, whatever that be for you. Right? And what are you dreaming into being with the stories that you are telling yourselves? Right? Because that brain will try to make everything match up to your beliefs outside. So what are you dreaming into being? Are you dreaming a healthy relationship? Or are you not even searching in your patterns and what you learned from childhood and how that kind of guides us? Our subconscious leads us until we become conscious of that. So if we're conscious of that programming that we picked up about relationships when we were younger, we might start dreaming something different into being. Or if we start taking focus that, yes, this is leading us, let me respect this space. My space wasn't respected, so how could I learn to respect myself when, as growing up, my own little body was not respected? My own little body was used and abused. What is that for you? So now your little needs you to respect that body. You need to show that little is safe. That protective energy, that masculine energy protects that little and that feminine energy. Join them all, come together. Offer from there. No, you're not alone. And when you respect that space, that naturally, it shows. A lot of people will back off when they see people that respect themselves. Some might take it as a challenge, though. But really, overall, just respecting yourself and just putting on that will keep, that'll be the don't fuck with me stamp on your head instead of the flag, come take advantage of me, woohoo, woohoo, I'll believe anything you say, just give me some flattery, woohoo, woohoo. Right? Some of us say, well, it's like we have got a beacon for these losers. Well, let's just stamp this don't fuck with me on my forehead. That's what confidence says, right? You stand there strong as moose. Not a lot of people is going to come up and try to mess with you. Again, right? Nothing's all 100% because there is going to be those ones that just look at that as a challenge, right? Oh, there's no escape. The only way out is in. Get firm in who you are and keeping yourself discerning in situations to remove yourself from. Discernment, not judgment, not judgment. So I'll learn on their own. Okay. Boop-a-doo. There we go. Unlimited vision. That's how we tap into that unlimited vision that Source had for all of us too. 33, 44, that self-expression. We express ourselves from that sacred space of respecting ourselves. Express ourselves from that space of respecting ourselves. Tap into that unlimited visions that we have for ourselves, for this world, that Source had for us in the world. And keep going back here. It's up here. Right? That offering of love, that Source is always, it's always there. Always. Doesn't stop. Arms are always open wide. That light's always shining down. It's always there. We're the ones that cut ourselves off. And we tap into that. We do that transformation. I had that dream. Don't help the butterfly out of its cocoon. Don't help the butterfly out of its cocoon. And this morning I wake up with the yellow submarine stuck in my head. Whatever. Tis what it is. Put those down there. Maybe that'll help lift that up a little bit. Unlimited vision in dream time. Right there, you know, sacred space is respect. Whatever. So then we go into that butterfly and that transformation. Didn't I show you that? That's why I was talking about butterfly. So we do that transformation. We offer that love. We go in there and we transform. We go into that full self. So we're all these caterpillars. And once we come out those butterflies, we strengthen our wings. We know. But the butterfly doesn't see its own beauty. So let's just live with us. It's not for us to see our own beauty. It's just to be beautiful. And that comes from the inside. So it's not up to us to see our own beauty. Just to be beautiful. Others will see that. And we'll see the beauty of others too. Look for that beauty in the others. Right? Point that out. We can't see our own beauty. We can see our own flaws and all of that. Please help point out the beauty. Right? That butterfly can't see its own wings. Beautiful people don't see their own wings. And do compliments. That's not just about the superficial, what they look like. Compliment that heart. Compliment those actions. Because then we'll do more of that. Then we do more of that. Beautiful. So that loyalty, we're coming together. What are we loyal to? Looking at that within yourself. Where do your loyalties lie, right? Brave new herald of thought. Maybe you need to change it. Maybe you were devoted to fear. Maybe you were loyal to that fear. Maybe you were loyal to loving the wrong, not loving the wrong person, because it's never wrong to love. It is never wrong to love. Maybe you sacrificed. Maybe you were giving too much to somebody that was just taking. Maybe it's that. Maybe I'm just going to show them. Maybe I'm going to share. I'm going to show my children what to do. I'm not going to tell them, see where to aim into the light. We got the phoenix rising, so whatever, ashes to ashes. What needs to go back to ashes? But that ashes also create that fertilizer for new growth. So we need to let things die off and then bring in that new herald of thought, brave herald of new thought, that apprentice of arrows. We're lining our thoughts up with the divine in the highest and best interest of all. We're sharing from our truth, from our love, not our lies and our fears. What is that saying to you, that apprentice? Being whole and loyal, right? Because now I've been loyal to man's laws. Now I'm going to be loyal to spiritual laws. Now I'm going to be loyal to that sacred soul inside of me, that divine expression that we all be. What is that for you? Right? Let's reflect on that. So thinking, lining up those thoughts, right? Yesterday up there was the will to do, lining your will with that of the Creator. Consciously making that choice to. Consciously making that choice to. Being aware of how Spirit is working through you. What you need to do. That patience, if you don't know yet. Patience, look back. Look at the story of your life. What keeps coming up? What have you been good at that seemed to come naturally? The sage is a self well expressed. That's what we're looking at. How have you expressed yourself in the past? Which ways did actually, you felt people actually saw you? Where, you felt that they saw what you were expressing, that matched up with how you saw yourself with how they saw yourself. That's a sage well expressed. But then again, it's not dependent on how others see us, because 100 different people, 100 different reputations. It's that character. So if we get in touch with that character, that wholeness, and we're always expressing from that, those that try and say we're something else, we know. Sage is a self well expressed. It's that moose. Know who we are. Full and whole and complete. We got a job to do. We know we can do it. We don't need anybody telling us. We don't need anybody pushing us saying it's your time now. We're going and in touch with that internal timing that Source has given us. And we act from that. We express from our wholeness. Expressing from wholeness. Loyal to love and unity. What is that for you? Right? Then we act in a respectful ways by treating ourselves with respect. Dreaming into being a more peaceful world because we're acting. We're being that change we wish to see. We're being that change that this world needs. We're standing in the truth of who we are. We're all divine beings and we all belong here, no exceptions. Your art is your shield and power. 8 of Pipes, that's channeling the divine. Oh, there was another one underneath of that. Art is your shield and power, and we're releasing the bondage, the trickster, because we've got fooled for so long, trusting man, and then there's man taking off with everything and leaving some without. Or say, I'm coming back, so they're waiting for this one that's never come back, gone off to the city just to increase their money. Because the business has become about business. Corporations, it's about what's best for the corporation, not what's best for the people. And we get into politics, it all becomes business and not what's best for the people. This is the Devil card in the traditional deck, number 15. Realization of bondage begets liberation. Captivated by the trickster. We get captivated by, ooh, the big houses, the boats, and that success is all the money you have and all of that, but it's not. So we get caught up in the flashy lights, ooh, and the sensations, and this feels good, right? And we don't want to feel anything bad. So the trickster says, don't worry, you don't have to feel anything bad. Let me give you this pill, let me give you this medicine. We'll just treat those symptoms. And don't you see? Aha, we got you. What is that, right? Your art is your shield and power. Your art is your heart, your love, which you are loyal to. How do you express that? What are we dreaming into being? Are we just dreaming about all the riches and stuff like that? Or that sacred space? Our heart. Our shield and power. What is that for you individually? You still captivated by the trickster? You still distracted by all the flashies? You still feel like we should never have no pain when pains are signals or bodies, illnesses and stuff like this. This is all for us to pay attention. And we come in wholeness and unity when we're accepting all parts of ourselves. Because if we're denying, how is somebody else going to accept all parts of ourselves? Because we're denying some parts of ourselves. We're not going to show that. What is that? How can somebody love you fully for who you are? You never show that. And that steadfast mind, that 10 of arrows, always. We get to choose what are we going to line our minds with, right? Arrows, pipes, and channeling. We get to choose where our thoughts are, and then we channel that love and light. Line that up and channel that love and light. And that's what our ancestors have done before. We listen. We see what's come before us. Look at that broken arrow up there. We don't need to fight anymore. It is time for peace. We can lay those weapons down. It's time for love. Time for war is past, right? There's that internal and divine time, and we're trying to draw things out too long. We've got enough. How much of these war and death cycles do we need to see that this doesn't work? It hasn't helped us to advance. No, peoples of powers, it helped them to advance their agendas and whatever, and power over conquering the world, right? World domination, what the heck? I don't know. What's that saying to you, right? We got to transform these things in that dream time because there's enough for everybody, right? So that steadfast mind to what you're dreaming in there, that steadfast mind to that transformation, being loyal to that transformation, being dedicated to the transformation of this world. In the highest and best interest of all. No exceptions. No exceptions. Everybody belongs here. Every single human being. And even the ones that aren't single. Yeah, you couples belong here too. It's not going to stay up like that. That's fine. I'll put it down like that. Sorry. Whatever. The giveaway, right? Now we're offering our love. We're giving that away. We're sharing. We're dancing. We're celebrating. Because when everybody's giving, right? Nobody is lacking. But we have to be open to receive. So have you just been giving and not receiving? It's time for that balance. Is it your time to receive? Internal divine timing, not our timing. But we can tap into that. That's how we can tap into divine timing, by tapping into our internal timing. Because what? Who set that up there? I don't know. What do you believe? So let's give that away. And those dreams, that unlimited visions, right? Those beautiful, beautiful beings out there. Help them to see the beautiful beings that they be. Now let's give that compliment. Offering our love wherever we can. Offering our love wherever we can. Not expecting it to be accepted or returned. But because we can, because we have this love to share, because we know we're always filled from spirit, we're not trying to take it back from somebody else. We're loyal to that love inside of us, into being a whole human being, loyal to not trying to take it back from somebody else, loyal to sharing from that wholeness. What a wonderful world this would be. Right? Okay. Big heart hugs ever. Oh, yeah. Thank you for being you. Shining your light through everything you do, because you know it. The world needs you. Right? What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for every one of us. Go offer your cup of love. It is so needed here. Yes, you have a lot to offer, you beautiful being. Go offer from your full cup of love. Love you.